All right. Well, hello everybody. You've made it through another 4 days. Well, this will be the fourth day again this week of some good old-fashioned e-learning. And as of right now, you guys have done areas of squares, the side squared. You've done areas of the rectangle, base times height. You've done area of a triangle, 1/2 base times height. Then we did areas of a trapezoid, which was 1/2 the height times the sum of the bases. We did the area of the kite, which was 1/2 diagonal times the other diagonal. And the last one was the area of the rhombus, which was also 1/2 diagonal times the other diagonal. Now, from there, oh, sorry, almost forgot parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram, which was just base times height as well. So what you guys all have done the past couple days is just very quick and work through stuff like that, where you were given all the pictures and you solve it up and go. Today, what I want to do is kind of do the same thing. So the homework that I've already pushed out there, it looks very similar to what you've been doing, but I've added a couple of problems that look kind of like this, where you have to solve for a missing part of the actual shape. So what winds up happening is that you have to first of all figure out what shape you're working with here. So in this first example, you'll notice that it appears that it is a trapezoid. Okay, so what we would do is you would write out the formula: area of the trapezoid, 1/2 the height times the sum of the bases. Well, if you think about it, there are one, two, three, four things that you'd have to know to figure all of, excuse me, there's four unknowns total: the area, the height, and the two bases. When I go to the problem, you're given the area, you're given one and the other base, you're trying to solve for the height. So that means we can just fill in the blanks of what you have. If 196 is 1/2 x 21 plus 28. And now it winds up just being, excuse me, being a solve for x problem. So just work backwards. 196 is 1/2 times x times, well, this becomes 49. Okay? Now, we always know that whenever you have half on one side, to get rid of it, you'd multiply both sides by 2. So I multiply both sides by 2. Take out my old trusty upside down calculator. And just do 2 times the 196. I get 392. Okay? So now I have 392 is 49 times x, which means I just divide out by the 49. So in my calculator, divide by 49, and you get 8. So the added step here today is it's not that we're still using the same formulas. We're just working backwards to solve for a missing part. Okay? Let's try another one. Next one, when you're looking at our shape here, you'll notice you get the four sides that are congruent and diagonals that are perpendicular to one another. That tells you that you have a rhombus. And if you remember, the area of a rhombus was found by taking 1/2 diagonal times the other diagonal. Well, in this case, we know that the area is 330, 1/2. We know that one part of the diagonal is 15. Now remember, since this is a parallelogram, these two guys have to be equal. So that means this part's got to be 15 as well. So we'll call that 30, 15 plus 15. And then here, if this is x, this means this has to be x. So when we add those two together, you get times 2x. Okay? So a couple of different things you can go about doing. We know that on this side here, if I do 30 times 2x, 1/2, I get 60x equals 330. And then I could multiply both sides by 2 if I want, but since 60 is an even number, I can do, well, what's half of 60? Well, half of 60 is 30. And then you'll see what we would wind up doing here. Divide out by the 30, zeros drop, and you get 11. Okay? So once again, it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Remember, as I've stated before, these grades can only help you. The practice that you're doing, I just want you guys to continue do the work. It gets pushed out to you. I see that you're doing it on the Go formative stuff, and then I'm just going to start filling in the grades then that you would have earned from doing the work in Skyward. So over the course of the next few days, you'll start to see more and more grades populate. I've been waiting for people to get caught up and everything and try and get all the bugs worked out. I know that the Go formative has been a little bit wonky today, or sorry, today's the first, so On Wednesday, it was a little bit slow. I saw some people were having some error messages. I was even getting some error messages myself. So just keep working at it, and you guys are doing just great. So remember, be good to each other, and I'll talk to you soon.